Hello students, welcome to the next lecture of very first lesson of 11th Commerce's Organization of Commerce subject. In the last lecture, we have seen one of the economic activity, that is business, and its characteristics. Let me remind you, there are three main economic activities we are going to learn in this lesson. One is business, then profession, and employment. So the second economic activity, profession, let us see what is it, and let us see the characteristics also of profession. The profession is that part of economic activities under which a person uses his educational knowledge and special skills to render services for earning some income. So the profession is the activities which are being attempted by a person who is having stipulated knowledge, particular special skills he has acquired, and then he is rendering the services to his clients. So, for earning the income, for earning livelihood, this is what the profession is. Some examples in front of you: professor, that is the one who is talking to you, you may say; architects, those who design the buildings before they are built; then the lawyers, then the chartered accountants, etc. These are all called as professionals, and mind you, they have acquired a particular skill, a particular educational knowledge, degree, qualification, and then only they are called as professionals, or they are in that particular profession of a professor, architect, lawyer, and chartered accountant too. Let us go ahead with the characteristics or features of the second economic activity, that is profession. The very first feature is aim. Every profession is practiced for earning money. So the main aim of any profession is to earn money. The professionals are practicing for earning livelihood. Also, the professions do render services to their clients and solve the problems of their clients. So this is the main characteristics, aim of any profession. The next characteristics of profession is qualification. Let us see what is it. As I told, in the meaning itself, a profession can be practiced only after acquiring required qualifications, which is obligatory for that particular profession. So, being a doctor, you should have the degree of doctorate. You must have passed MBBS or BAMS or whatever the degree. Then a lawyer must be Bachelor of Law. An architect must be Bachelor of Architect. So the qualification must be acquired by those professionals. It is obligatory, it is mandatory. This knowledge has to be acquired only by a systematic and formal training. So one should not say that my father is architect, I have taken training under him, last 10 years I am practicing under him, and now I have become architect. No, it is not allowed. You have to acquire the systematic and formal training by the institutes which are approved by government. So the second feature, characteristics of profession, that is qualification. See, dear all, each profession has a certain set of body of knowledge. What is it? It is the council or associations which regulates, or controls the activities of different professionals. So the profession must be having a certain set of body of knowledge, that is by the council or association which regulates or controls the activities of those professionals. The next characteristics of profession, that is financial returns. The professionals get fees in the exchange of their services which they render to their clients. So they earn fees. That is what the third characteristics talks about, financial returns. Income received by the professional is not fixed. Please remember, the professionals can be employed in an organization also, or they can be self employed. They would be doing their own conduction of profession, or they might be working as employee to any organization. A doctor could be working as honorary doctor or any in charge doctor in one of the hospital. A lawyer can be hired by any organization who will be called as employee of that organization. So professionals can be employed in an organization or they can be self-employed. A working chartered accountant, he gets salary, but those who are practicing privately, that is self-employed, they get fees. Any taxation related work or somebody has to file the income tax return, the clients they go to the CAs, that is chartered accountants. So if they are practicing privately, they'll be charging the fees, or if they are working in an organization, they would be receiving the salary. Please remember. The next characteristics or feature of profession, capital. The profession can be practiced independently, or the professionals can work under someone for some organization. So there is no need of capital as such when they are working under someone in any organization. The independent practicing professional, they require huge capital for setting their practices. To set up an office by a lawyer in court, it is definitely costlier thing. They have to invest, they need huge capital. An architect wants to set up his office, so he also has to decorate it and invest money in it. Different instruments will be required by him for drawing or for just preparing the pre building plan. Okay, so if the professionals are independently practicing, they definitely need capital. The next characteristics of profession, registration and membership. Some professions, they have a council, the association, the regulatory body which regulates the activities of professionals. So they should be registering to these bodies, associations. I can give certain names like Bar Council of India, Indian Medical Association, IMA. So these are a few examples of these associations or councils where they have to register and take membership. The code of conduct mentioned by their respective councils must be strictly followed by every professional. So whatever regulations and rules are being prepared, that is called as code of conduct by these regulatory councils or bodies, any professional must be following it. They have to follow, otherwise the action will be taken by that particular council or the governing body. Let us go further. We are going through the fifth characteristics of probation, the registration and membership. These professionals have to register them as I told earlier, with their respective councils and get the certificate of practice. If you visit any dispensary, any doctor, you may find there on the wall one certificate which is framed nicely. It is the registration with the medical association by the doctor. So they have to do it. Here are the examples. Bar Council of India for lawyers. This is the governing body or council. The ICAI for chartered accountants. Indian Medical Association for doctors. That is called as in short IMA. So these are few examples of the governing councils or bodies for different professionals where the professionals have to register and take membership. Please remember. The next characteristics of profession is non-transferability. Non-transferability of a particular profession. What is it? Let us see. Profession cannot be transferred to any other person on the will of that particular professional. Being a doctor, he will not be in a position to transfer the profession of doctor to his daughter and son without their acquiring any qualification. Being doctor, a lawyer cannot transfer his profession to his son or daughter. Obviously, a teacher or professor also cannot transfer his profession to his son or daughter. Please remember, this is the characteristics or feature of profession, non-transferability. So I have given here example, a doctor cannot transfer his medical practice to his son or daughter who has not completed the concerned medical education. We need to remember this. Last but not least, nature of work. This is one of the important characteristics or feature of profession. The professionals charge fees in exchange of expert services. So the example is doctor charges fees for his consultation to the patients. A lawyer gives legal advices for fees. An architect makes designs of different buildings or bungalows. Professors, they take fees to teach the students. So the nature of work, it varies from profession to profession. Please remember, I hope you must have understood the second economic activity, which is very important in our life, that is profession and its characteristics or features. In the next lecture, we will go through the third economic activity, that is employment and its features. Till then, thank you so very much. Bye bye. Take care of yourself.